Hey brother, Stuart Matola, men's relationship coach. I hope you're having a great day. And in this video, I'm going to talk to you about why she won't let you lead in your marriage or relationship. Now, you may be a guy who doesn't even know that he should lead, or you try to lead in a way where you try to calm down conflict, or tone things down, or make things better, but you're not just getting any results with her in trying to make things more fluid, more productive, more calm, and less steeped in conflict. If that's the case, check out this video. I'm going to give you some tools to help you with that, and also give you an understanding of how you might be shooting yourself in the foot in the way that you are trying to lead. So first off, what I see a lot is a guy who tries to lead in a way where he is trying to get his wife or partner to calm down. He's trying to get her to, speak in a more kind way, and it's just backfiring on him. And if that's the case for you, consider this. When you're trying to make her wrong for being upset about something, you're in that trap of being right. And what you want to do instead is be relational and get curious. Okay, I'm going to say a little bit more about that in a moment. But another thing that I see with guys is like suddenly they get it that they have to, keep their center. They have to learn to self-regulate. They've learned some tips on the internet, and they're thinking that, well, she should be able to do that too, and I'm getting better at that, and why isn't she? Well, dude, if you've been with your partner for any length of time or married for 5, 10, 20 years, you've programmed her for you not to lead, okay? So there's a lot of history there, and it's been said that the relationship template gets set in the first 3 months that you were together, okay? So she's not used to you being that calm center, and she hasn't trusted that yet. And chances are she's thinking to herself, what's up with this guy? Why is he suddenly showing up this different way? Okay, so that takes time to build, and there is a way to call out your wife and poor behavior in a way that, again, is not about being right, but is about being relational. Okay, and like I said before, I'm going to say a little bit more about that in a moment. Now, there's a third reason why she won't let you lead, and yeah, that's the history of male domination in relationships. There's patterns that she saw in other men, whether that was her father, her brothers, other guys that she had dated before you. Her nervous system was very likely programmed to not even have trust or faith that a man could lead in a generative way, a productive way in a relationship. So she would often confuse male leadership with male domination. Okay. And that's a cultural issue, brother. And I know that's hard to tackle in a marriage or relationship. But that's why you got to be so much more on your game in the way that you do lead. And that leads me into the conversation about being relational instead of being right. So I had a client, real quick story here, whose wife would blow up at him, escalate big time, even sometimes tossing some things at him. And I really helped him get back to his center. And the metaphor that we came up with was that he did not have to be in the deep, rocky ocean waters with her. He didn't have to take that all on as his problem to fix. And instead, he could put himself in a boat, imagine the metaphorical boat, get out of the rocky waters, which meant him keeping his calm center, and offer her a hand into the boat. And I'm going to tell you what that actually looks like. And we did this together, and she would not take his hand. Okay. And that was some trauma on her side. But what happened over time is he would just call timeouts when really irrational, volatile behavior came from her. And he got really clear that his timeout was not about being right. Okay. And it was essentially a line of, hey, I want to hear what you have to say, but the how needs to change. Okay. I can't be in the room with you when you're throwing darts at me, and it's hard for me to feel safe to get close to you. And so as he was able to do that more and more, she actually escalated even more and more. But what was the game changer, and this is a super extreme example, is he had to, he had to use leverage, basically starting the conversation of, yeah, we're going to have to look at, what transitioning out of this relationship looks like, because this is not sustainable. And that was a 2x4 to the head that she needed. And within weeks, she was holding her shit together in a way that she never had been before. So she saw that this was serious. So I didn't mean to give you the extreme example first, but that could be where you're heading. And that's a really scary place for a guy to go. And he needs support for that kind of thing, so he doesn't feel like he's walking in it alone. Okay. And I help men with that kind of situation. And in that situation, you're approaching fear of failure, fear of losing the marriage. But the way to lead before you get to that extremity is to be relational instead of being right. Okay. Being relational would be as simple as, hey, what's going on for you right now? I am here. We are safe. I am in this with you. And I want us to be productive in our exchange. Okay. And in your head, you're thinking, yeah, I can't take on your hysteria. I can't have you knocking me down. I will stay strong and calm and centered here. And you create that safe container and safe space to invite her into. Now that's the key, brother, inviting her into. You can't force her into it, because any kind of forcing, and even when you're in the situation where you need to threaten or speak to the unsustainability of the relationship, that's not force, brother. That's just speaking your truth about what's alive for you. So leading in a way that's relational and curious and inviting her into a new dynamic, as opposed to forcing her, threatening her, thinking, yeah, I'm right, she's screwed up. Because at the end of the day, brother, my goal is to help you express your care to her without judgment and with compassion and kindness, while also having a very, very strong boundary, knowing that you're not going to tolerate continued verbal abuse or emotional abuse. It's not just about you. That's also about you protecting the third entity of the relationship, of the us. Okay. And when she sees you leading for that third entity of the us and the relationship, it's suddenly no more about her being wrong or her being submissive. It's about you modeling what you're seeking to invite her into. So hope this was helpful, brother. If it was, please leave a comment below or like this video or check out links to my work below. Thanks so much for watching, and have a kick-ass day. Bye.